Guys, Samsung's J series has seen quite a number of upgrades from last year, and the compact J5 is no exception. What's new, and can the improvements take it to the next level? I'm Will for GSMArena, and this is our Samsung Galaxy J5 2017 review. The J5 2017 has an all-metal unibody, more premium than the mostly plastic body of last year's model. Ours came in our favorite color, matte black. The corners and edges are all rounded with nothing too sharp, and this sort of theme continues to the back with curved antenna bands. We like that they've gotten rid of the camera bump this time around. Another new feature we see over last year is the fingerprint scanner on the front. It's not super fast, but it does the job. It acts as a physical home key too, and is surrounded by well-labeled, but not backlit, touch keys for navigation. There's a micro USB port at the bottom, and a 3.5mm headphone jack too. We would have expected USB Type-C for 2017 though. The single speaker is on the right side of the phone, just like this year's J7, so if you flip to landscape, it's out of the way of your fingers. In portrait mode, however, you'll have to remember to avoid this spot. The internal storage is really small on the J5 2017, especially since half of it is taken by the OS and pre-installed apps. But on both the single SIM and dual SIM versions, storage is expandable through a dedicated microSD slot. The build quality of the J5 2017 seems pretty solid. Just keep in mind that it's lacking the water and dust resistance you might find on more expensive devices. The J5 has a 5.2-inch Super AMOLED display. It's not 1080p like the J7's, but its 720p resolution holds up pretty well. And you still get the deep blacks and the unmatched contrast ratio typical of an AMOLED. The screen has average brightness, though this year Samsung has included an ambient light sensor so the brightness can adjust automatically. Sunlight legibility is great, better than last year's model or any of the LCDs of its competitors. And with its oleophobic coating, it's easy to clean too. The J5 2017 has been upgraded to an Exynos 7 Octa chipset, the same as the J7's. There's 2 gigs of RAM here, unless you go for the Pro version, which offers 3. In benchmarks, it was right in the middle of the competition performance-wise. It was on par with the J7, and even had a better frame rate in graphics tests due to its lower screen resolution. The J5 2017 runs Samsung's UX over Android Nougat 7.1. It's pretty much the same interface as you'll see on any other Samsung device this year, including the S8. It allows for plenty of customization with its theme engine. You can manage different aspects of your UI and download skins or icon packs. We do wish there was a notification LED on the J5. There's no always-on display like the J7 either, so it's more difficult to keep track of your notifications when the screen is off. But the good news is, you don't have to worry about an always-on display draining your battery. And with the help of the power-efficient 16nm chipset, the 3000 mAh battery on the J5 delivers an excellent endurance rating that is way better than last year. The J5 2017 has a 13-megapixel main camera, with an f1.7 aperture and LED flash. It's the same camera setup as the J7. Shots are decent, but not spectacular. There's plenty of detail and low noise. We did sometimes see some artifacts and corner softness though. The dynamic range leaves more to be desired, but turning on HDR can help, and it doesn't go overboard either. Just like the main camera, the front cam shoots at 13 megapixels. Selfies look decent, though they weren't as impressive as the numbers might suggest. The main problem is a lack of autofocus. It's sort of difficult to line up a nice focused shot. It does have a flash though, which can light up your smile when you're out on the town. The J5 2017 records video in 1080p. The videos are clear, with low noise and plenty of details. The colors don't look too bad either. So, the upgrades over last year's J5 have really made the 2017 a better and more premium mid-range device. The J5 2017 might even be a better choice than this year's J7, depending on your needs. Though it's missing the larger 1080p screen and always-on display of the J7, it's cheaper, and performance is about the same. That said, there's a lot of strong competition at this price range from the likes of the Nokias, Motos, and Sonys out there. We're gonna have to see how the J5 2017 holds up once it's on the market. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our written review and full test findings over at GSMArena.com.